This we definitely have a diverse population at Lakewood High School, and the football team is definitely reflective of that. We have a student right now from Australia, Taj Noel Fisk, great kid. He's learning the game, but what I love the most is how all our players have embraced him, regardless of where he's from. He came here with a heavy accent. He's kind of losing the accent. Mom came into town and was chatting with me a little bit about how is it going with him, and I said it's going well, and she was a little concerned because he was losing his accent, but he's adapted very well, and like I said, the kids have embraced him. But I think most importantly, it shows that a kid from anywhere can play this game of football and be welcomed and embraced, and that's exactly what's going on with us, regardless of if you're from Australia or north side Long Beach, west side, or east side of Long Beach, or anywhere. So we're happy to have him, and we're excited that the diversity piece is important.
If I could follow up on Mike's question, more specifically though, looking at this stage, I see 5 African Americans and then other people of color. What does that mean to you guys that this league is led by coaches of color?
I think it means as much to our kids as it does to us as adults, for the administrations, the students, bodies, the communities, to see coaches, the leaders that reflect their community's representation. The coaches and the leaders look like the players can relate, the coaches can relate to the ins and outs of a football program that go beyond the field. The stories, the connections become a little bit more genuine as there's that genuine rapport and understanding of communities. And our coaches, meaning a lot of these coaches grew up in this community, they play for these schools, so I think that it speaks highly to the buy-in that admin has generated and the reflections that you see up there.
I also think the most important thing is that we're showing the example that there truly is an out, right? And I have this conversation with my kids all the time, like there truly is an out. You don't have to stay on North Long Beach. You don't have to live a life that you lived growing up, right? There is an out. Go to school, get good grades, graduate from college, and there's an out. I've done it, everybody up here has done it. We're showing an example that there is an out, and we can give back to the community and we can give back to everybody. Just go to school every day, just show up and work, and you do have an opportunity to make something better of yourself. And they see it, not just from me, they see it all throughout the league now with the people that you see up here on the stage.
Coach Bryant, how do you feel like the league is changed during your tenure?
It's tremendous. It's funny, like I look at this table. I mean, these are a lot of guys have been on for a while, whether I've coached against them or I've coached with them, or it's been great. It's just seeing the change. It's great to see these guys, bring something back. They come back and they coach guys, and they've been in programs. They've been a part of some successful programs. Most of these guys have coached in successful high school and college players. So it's a testament to our league and our coaches from the past, what they bring to the table, and they giving it back. So, but the league has changed, man. Like I said, it's a lot of young guys. They're developing. They're developing good programs. A lot of guys are going to college. Some of these guys' programs, and like I said, I'm very excited about what the future holds. So it's kudos to these young guys, and like I said, hopefully I can, keep it going.
Your program has changed a lot. You got the new school and everything like that. What are you looking forward to about this season after going winless last year in the league?
Just looking forward to just improving, though. That's my thing. You never know what you have until you get on the field with somebody else. So we're working our butts off to try to make sure that we're able to put a quality product on the field. Have a great staff of guys. My players are pretty. They're working extremely hard. And then, like I said, we just trying to just take it one day at a time, just developing. Hopefully, we'll be able to have something that our league and our community be proud of.
Calvin, obviously, your guys last year in the Moore League proper, you're a guy, like me, you've been around for a couple of years. I know how much the history and those traditions mean to you. Is it a little bittersweet for you as you guys are going through the league of the last time playing people, or are you just purely excited about, the new league? Like, how do you feel about that change?
It's not really an excitement. Football is football. We may play some of the same teams, if possible, for preseason next year. So, that's possibly the case also, so something we can do. So, I mean, doing anything new is different. So, you know, something that we're embarking on is something that we're looking forward to. But we're taking advantage of this year in the Moore League, and hopefully, like I said, there's some opportunities we can play some of the teams. We'll play them again. But yeah, we're excited about you know, where the future's headed. You know, like I said, we're looking forward to just build our program, whoever we're playing against, and you know, see what the future holds.
Coach Rowe, couldn't you talk about the excitement of you and your players with your new stadium ready to open next week? You got to play at the Coliseum, the Rose Bowl. Is this kind of your similar feeling to finally get a chance to get out there?
Definitely, and that was my main thing. Like, we're trying to create an event on the north side, right? When you come to a game on Friday night, it's not just coming to a game. You come into the biggest event in Long Beach, and it's going to be on the north side. We have a lot of things planned for the games. We have a lot of things planned opening night, but just having a new stadium and being a part of a new opportunity and just to change the culture here, it's exciting to me. A lot of people, and I'm just gonna go out and say it, a lot of people, when I interview for the job, they say, don't take this job, and everything they tell me about it has been a complete lie. I got 100% support from administration. The kids are bought in. Everybody wants to see this thing succeed, and it just takes the right person. I believe I'm the right person to help this thing succeed, and we happen to have it with a new stadium, right? We have to get it with a new color. We have to get it with rebranding. So the excitement is exactly there. Like, if it's 100,000 people there, or if it's just 3,000 people there, you're going to remember that Friday night on the north side. We're going to make it a big event.
So Justin, you're in the hot seat, even though you really shouldn't be in the hot seat because you're in Long Beach Poly. Everybody has kind of sometimes unrealistic expectation related to what happened in the past. So could you explain what you got yourself into? Do you know what you got yourself into, and how will you deal with that?
Yes, I'm blessed to be at Long Beach Poly. God has led me and opened up this door to be at Long Beach Poly High School. I'm able to give back to the community and to continue to impact the lives of the student athletes that I get to work with each and every day. And taking it one day at a time for us has been the message all year long. And so we'll continue to do that. There's a lot of expectations. I think everybody sitting here, they all have the same expectations where they're at. You want to win, you want to see your kids graduate, earn a scholarship, and be successful men in the future. And so I'm just blessed to be here. And the responsibility and the expectations at Long Beach Poly is bringing out the best in our program and the best in me and my family as well.
Romeo, I think when you got hired, you laid out a plan for me that has more or less gone to exactly what you laid out. And you talked kind of about getting to this point that you're at. So what does continuing to grow your program look like to you? Like, what's next on the to-do list as you try to continue to, carry Millikan forward?
Yeah, definitely. It's just winning every day, right? We have a standard, we change the culture, and you see win the day everywhere, and that's our motto. That's what we go by, and that's our philosophy. We want to win every day in the classroom. We want to win every day in the community, on the football field, at home. And I think if we continue to win the day every day, good things will happen, right? I'm not going to say, we're going to go win a champ. We're not focused on that. We're focused on us and winning every day. And when we do that, good things will happen.
Mario, I think we have a couple of coaches up here who's coached at multiple different high schools in Long Beach. What's been different about Lakewood High School versus, Wilson or St. Anthony or the other places that you've coached in the city? What's unique to Lakewood?
Not a lot, to be honest with you. I think once you get in a program and you get immersed as a coach and you start talking about your philosophies and your expectations, you start to get in this groove again about what we're about and trying to get the kids to understand the important things, the little things. So not a lot has changed, to be honest with you, Mike. And we love the challenge though, because every year and every place you go to, it's a challenge. Football's football, but these kids, I'll tell you, I've been very, very blessed to be around these kids since the spring. There's something special about them that I really, really like, and I felt that at my previous stops, and so now it's about cultivating that and making it something that's going to be pleasurable for them and something they're going to remember for a long time in a positive way. So that's what we're focused on, be it Wilson High School, be it St. Anthony, be it now Lakewood. So I'm excited, and again, like I said, I really feel good and blessed about the group of players that we have, especially the seniors.
Do we have a
So,
consensus up here? Who is the best high school football player among all the coaches up here? Anybody?
Consensus?
High school, junior college, or college?
Yeah, what level we talking?
There's
I'm just
multiple guys
asking.
with D1 up here.
What level are we talking?
With all due respect, you know.
I'm a Long Beach State guy, but I was Division I at one time, so you know.
Pomona pitcher all day, baby.
All right. No problem. I was just asking. Thank you.
You're only gonna get one out of me, that's all you get.
So I believe 5 of the 7 of you, you're going to start your first year at the school that you're at. If I could start with Malcolm and work my way down, what are your expectations for your first year at Cabrillo?
Compete. I mean, just compete every day in the classroom, practice field, which eventually translates to the game field. We have to bring a seriousness about ourselves each day that we're expected to do things a certain way now. I know we've been kind of at the bottom, you know, a little bit over the last probably 10 years, but it starts with just having expectations. You know, if you have expectations, and my expectation to them every day is just to compete, and you see them get better, you see them want to come, you see them show up early, do the small things. So as long as we can compete, which I think that we can, especially early on. Obviously, our league is one of the better leagues around, but as long as you can compete against the teams that you play early on, that kind of gives you a little bit of an identity going into league, and it gives you, you know, like I said, that seriousness about wanting to compete and play with the bigger schools, the Polys, the Millikans, the Lakewoods, and those. I mean, pretty much everybody up here. So, like I said, it's just coming to work every day, you know, putting on the hard hat and just grinding it out. So, I mean, that's pretty much what our expectations have been since the spring.
Coach Curtis?
Since I've gotten here, our expectations have been a commitment to excellence. So daily grind, but also a daily awareness for where those gaps in achievement are. As a coaching staff, making sure we are zeroed in on where we can win on the margins, where can we devote more time to, where can we get the kids to buy in to taking that ownership of the growth, to taking the work home. Where can we develop some grit where there's a comfort zone? So we have unfinished business over there on 7th Street. We got really close to a CIF championship last year, and close is not enough over where we're at. So this constant attention to where are we faltering, and being able to get practical, pragmatic solutions to get better the next day. Very similar, without adopting the language, but you got to bring that urgency every single day, and you got to find success in the little things that start to accumulate to confidence. My contemporary and consistently, Wilson is not named in the top of Moore League. You have some very prestigious programs that kind of have owned that mantle over the past decades. So there's a chip on our shoulder to be remembered as something great, and these kids have taken on that ownership to go out as a team that does something that hasn't been done in a long time.
Discipline at Long Beach Poly is a big thing that we talk about daily. Are you wearing the correct spirit pack every single day? Do you have all your equipment? Do you have all your assignments completed in your school bag, ready to turn in? That's a big piece for us and what we're doing over at Long Beach Poly. I think we want to strengthen our relationship with the Poly community as well, and open our doors up to the alumni to come back and feel welcome. They're more than welcome to come to any of our events, to come to any games, and to come to any of our practices. And so that's a huge piece to changing the culture at Poly. Is also just strengthening our relationship with the youth programs. I read a recent article the other day about how seeing our youth struggle to find field space, and so we're up here to say that we'll do whatever it takes to open up our facilities to help the youth in our community find a safe place for them to continue to play the sport that they love. And I think the last thing, as we're developing our student athletes, We want them to be students of the game. Long Beach Poly has a ton of talent. It's no secret. But when you're studying the opponent, when you're studying film, making those in-game adjustments, we want to keep it simple with our install, but we also want to have different things that we're showing them that will help prepare them for the next level. And I think that's one of our goals is developing students of the game of football.
Coach Morales?
You know, I think the big thing for us is to have our kids understand and raise their football IQ. We get a lot of talented kids every year, but there's the little things that helps them get over the top to really become that elite player, to play at the next level and raise their skill set. So that's a big focus for us. The second thing is being physical. You know, we want to be known as a physical team. Physicality is big. Our players understand that. Our coaches understand that, and that's something that we work on every single day. And not just being physical on the field, but being smarter off the field, making good choices. So those are really the two things that we're focusing on, as well as what all the previous coaches mentioned. We're all in line with the same thing, but those are the two things that we're really focusing on right now.
Coach Rowe?
Most important thing, man, is effort. We clock in every day, clock out every day, right? When you come, you put on your boots, bring your lunch belt, carry your hard hat. Some days you gotta work overtime, call the wife and kids, you're gonna be home a little bit late. But our goal is nobody's gonna outplay us. Nobody's gonna play harder than us. Nobody's gonna do anything to outplay us. We practice hard, we work out hard, everything we do. We work hard in the classroom, we work hard in the community, we work hard in the field. And effort is our main goal. So when we clock in, we're ready to go. And that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a team full of effort. Our effort is going to outlast everybody we play, and that's our main goal, and that's how we're going to go about it. So once we clock in, it's time to go. I prefer that you see a team with valiant effort than a team with record, right? Effort outbeats the best team no matter where you go. How many times have you seen a team that was not more athletic than the team that played them, but they beat them because their effort was 1,000 times better? And that's the route we're going to take right now. We're going to take the effort and we're going to go. Same thing as teaching football. I'm teaching football from the highest level that I know. And the highest level that I know is now the head coach for the Raiders, right? So everything that I'm teaching is everything that I'm bringing back to the community and teaching them. So they're going to learn football when they go to the next level. They're going to understand how to watch film from the end zone view. They're going to understand what a 3-tech is. They're going to understand what a 5 is. They're going to know what a 10 is, right? They're going to understand the difference between playing on the hash and playing in the middle of the field. All those types of things, what a rip and run is. Like, we're teaching legit football from football terms. So when they do go to the next level and the coach says, oh, this is a 3-tech, they already know what a 3-tech is off top. And they're not learning it brand new when they get there. So they're ahead of everybody that's already ahead of them that's got the same scholarship. And that's what we're teaching. We're teaching football and we're playing with valiant effort. And that's what you're going to see.
Romeo, can you talk a little bit about how much recruiting has changed, since you were playing? Obviously, you guys have had a lot of success getting guys out, but how different is it? I mean, it looks from the outside like it's become almost a 24-hour-a-day type of a thing. So how much has that changed, and what have you guys kind of done to help, boost your kids up to the next level?
Yeah, it's changed tremendously. It even changed more so with the transfer portal. It's really, really hard for kids to get out. Back when we were in high school, you pick a school, you go to a school, you do 4 or 5 years, you finish. If you transfer, like I transferred from Washington State to Hampton, you only get 1 transfer. If you transfer again, you can go down. So that's changed, and what's happened is a lot of kids get lost now, right? Because why would I take a senior in high school when I can take a redshirt freshman at a 4-year university who was in a weight program, he has a nutrition program year-round, and he's ready to go, right? So what it really comes down to is connections, right? When you look at the guys that are really getting kids out, it's who do you know, right? This is the world of who you know, and that's the big thing for us is, I'm fortunate and blessed enough to know a lot of college coaches played at the highest level. My uncle coached at Oregon for 29 years, and a lot of those coaches are my friends. So for me and my players, we're fortunate enough to be able to be on that side of the spectrum to where we have those connections. I can make a phone call and they're going to pick up and they're going to help kids out. You know what I mean? But with that, I also, I play against all these kids in the Moore League. I want to help kids in Long Beach, right? So there are times that they're looking for something. I don't have it, right? My kid may not be good enough, but the kid at Poly is good enough. So why don't you go to Poly and go look at that kid? And that's kind of how it is.
To add to that, it's not who you know, but who knows you too. And so we could sit up here and say we got contacts to every different college, but when you call them, are they going to pick up? It's the same thing we tell our student athletes, like what college coaches, who really knows you? So getting out there and being active on social media, going to visit campus at the schools that you have a realistic opportunity to play at. I see kids all the time flying to Alabama, right? You're not gonna go play at Bama. So save your family some money and have realistic goals. And so, you know, who you know, but who knows you?
My last question, kind of for the whole table, really, whoever wants to answer it, is, you know, we talked about, Coach Pellum just mentioned transfers at the college level. Transfers at the high school level, Eric has his transfer tracker that he does. You know, it goes up every year, and I think every school here has pluses and minuses of that, you know, over the years that I've known you guys. I've also known y'all, most of y'all, long enough to know that everyone kind of preferred it when you just went to one high school and you were there for 4 years. So how do you navigate that in this modern environment where a kid is always maybe looking to transfer or kids are looking to transfer in? How do you kind of manage that inflow and outflow each season?
You want my honest answer, or you want me to give you?
Yeah, give us the honest answer. We're all here.
I really don't care.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. I really don't care. It's either you want to be a part of it or you don't, right? I'm not going to beg for you to stay. If either you want to be a part of this thing or you don't. If you want to go someplace else, I wish you the best of luck. But at the end of the day, I really don't care. I'm not going to beg you to stay here, and then when you do stay here and things don't go your way, you become a cancer in my locker room. Now I have to control that cancer down the road when the season really matters. So it's best to just let them go their way. That's what they're doing in college level. I mean, so why? I don't care. Just go and let's start building this thing from people who really want to be here. I want a team with people who want to be here. So if you don't want to be here and you feel like it's a better option for you to go somewhere else because you think it's different, then go try it. But don't call me back because I don't care. We building something here. You don't want to be a part of it. So best of luck to you.
I didn't realize how much talent was actually coming from the local middle schools and youth programs around Wilson until I got there. As I realized, oh, this kid is playing for this school a couple cities over. Hey, he went to Raudric down the street. He could potentially be a Wilson kid. Hey, this kid is several cities over at a private school. Hey, this kid went to the local school right next to Wilson. So the wealth of talent at Wilson has very much been underrepresented because of the departure, because of a tendency for families to look at the school that's best going to fit them. So it's a reality. And again, we're not chasing kids on their way out the door, but we do want to have a message at Wilson that our recruiting platform and strategy is in place. We have fantastic development resources, professional strength conditioning coaches, the mental, the nutrition aspects are all things that we can take care of in addition to a top-rate educational program there as well. So I think attracting kids to stay is something that we're focused on as opposed to taking notice of the come and go. We want to have a core group that's committed to Wilson football, and we have that this year.
Well, when you have a good program, people are gonna want to go. Now, this era with social media and things like that, everything's being posted, and everybody's program seems to look like it's a great program. It's enticing to look and say, hey, man, maybe that's where I want to go. So the key is for everybody to just build something that hey, the people in your own area will want to go to. And like you said, if your program is good enough, you're gonna always have some people that's gonna call. So that's just the thing that it is during this era. So. I mean, just continue. These guys are going to do great things. You're going to hear people wanting to go to their school. They're going to get new players every year, and this and that. And like I said, it's going to work itself out. Because the Moore League is a place where people want to go. I believe. There's no program. I don't think there's any program in this country that don't have one transfer. You're going to have one. Somebody. Any program that's winning, you got to have at least transfer, and that's in football, basketball, any sport. So continue to keep doing what these guys keep doing what you're doing. And I'm sure we'll have some too.
Coach Pellum, what do you think it's going to take to win back-to-back Moore League titles at Millikan?
Well, first it's going to take us beating Foothill. That's where our focus is at right now. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right now, we're solely focused on Foothill because if we don't win that game, nothing else matters, right? We're focused on Foothill. We're focused on us. Whatever date we play Poly or we play all these guys, we'll worry about that then. But right now, it's about Foothill.
And Coach Utupo, what do you think it's going to take? I mean, you've been at Millikan, you've been at Lakewood, you've won league as a player. What do you think it's going to take to bring the Moore League title back to Poly?
we just gotta beat Lusinger first, and then we'll go from there. Lusinger is tough, very physical team. I love what we got in our trenches. I love what we got on our skill position. We got a returning starter at quarterback, and if we can make Lusinger one-dimensional, I think we have a good shot. And so we got a good game plan going into that week, and really that's where all our focus is right now.
No bulletin material, John.
I'm just asking the questions.
Finally, the new season of starters, is there anything new that you like or dislike, whether it's the rules or the southern section's playoff structure, or from your district funding? Does anything come to mind that you really like or dislike? It doesn't have to be a negative, can be a positive, anything that's come about this coming year that you've noticed has really helped things. You have a new school, so that's helped things, right?
Yeah. Also, I mean, the new playoff structure, I think is great. I think it's great for all of our teams. As you've seen, that all of us pretty much have gone either been close to a championship. I mean, it's been great. Or have won one, so it's been great. I think by them putting us in, they're making a competitive equity. I think that's been a great thing for our program as far as being in the more league. As it's real strong. It gives everybody opportunity to be able to play teams that's relative to the same strength that you are, and be able to make a playoff run. So I think that is going to continue to go. Every year you're going to see 2 or 3, maybe 4 teams in the more league that have opportunity to make runs, and maybe be able to make runs for maybe back to back, 3-peats. I think so. So it's kudos to what our league brings, and like I said, and what the future holds. I think these coaches are doing a fantastic job. As you see, a lot of guys, high-profile guys too. So those programs are going to continue to do some great things.
I think the Moore League should get the same respect as the Trinity as far as all of us going to the playoffs. Because you see what happens when our Moore League teams get an at-large bid, and we go pretty far and deep into the playoffs. And so it'd be a shame if not every program in Long Beach isn't competing for a CIF championship at the end of the year.
One thing I want to see, and again, that's nothing against CIF because it's not them. I want them to make the high school rating website free again, because we can't see anything because we're not going to pay for it. So if you have any pull there,
It's like parking. I want free parking too.
I mean, the 562 is free.
I'm with you.
Screenshots.
I still haven't gotten a clarification if that, what they're gonna do about that, the ratings.
yeah. They told me they were working on something 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to call back this week and see.
Thank you.
Yeah, let us know what they do.
So if there are no more questions, we're gonna go team by team now. Thank you guys so much. We got a couple minutes, then Millikan will be up
Thank
first.
you.